Let's just tune in to begin our practice. I always think it's necessary before we do any type of movement, any type of breathing, any type of anything. I think it's important to just notice, bring your attention to what's happening. Because it's very easy to just go on and practice some specific technique or posture without noticing what's going on prior to that. So as we find this comfortable seat, we look at ourselves from the outside. It's as if we're facing one another, and I'm looking at myself and I'm watching myself sit, finding comfort. I'm noticing how my body's placed. I notice where my weight is shifting towards. I notice if I find comfort and length. I notice if my shoulders are tight, if my spine is long. I notice if my gaze and my face is soft. And then I start paying attention to the more subtle sensations. I notice how I'm breathing. What does my breath look like? How does it come in? How does it come out? What's the rhythm to it? Can I even notice it? How long is that inhale breath? How long is that exhale breath? Where is this air going? When I breathe in, is there a specific area I feel my inhale breath go to? Maybe my lower back, maybe my shoulders, maybe just my face, maybe my belly. And when I exhale, what part of my body do I notice move? My rib cage, my chest, my shoulders. What do I notice? My gaze. And as I look and notice at all these little subtle aspects, I begin to create this sense of identification. I know where I'm at, how I'm placed, and I know how I'm moving. I'm moving through the breath. It's the breath that's creating all the internal other movements in my body by nurturing my cells, delivering oxygen, by allowing my organs to work. And once you identify and you notice, okay, this is where I stand, this is what I'm looking like, this is the rhythm that I'm creating, when we are aware, then it's much easier for us to create some sense of self-regulation because we know what we're shifting towards. So intentionally, consciously, we're going to start breathing through the nose, just the nose. We breathe in through the nose and we breathe out through the nose. And we notice that as we breathe in and as we breathe out, there's a shift in the temperature of the breath. The inhale breath is nice and fresh, whilst the exhale breath is nice and warm. And we begin to notice that there's a shift in the weight of this breath, of the air that comes in and out. We notice that on the inhale breath, maybe we feel this very light-weighted breath coming in and growing and expanding in the body, finding its spaces. And on the exhale breath, we might notice these spaces start to fill up, release, and this air is a bit heavier, it's denser. And we keep our attention on these aspects of the breath, from the temperature to the weight to the length. And we begin to create this coherent breathing where the inhale breath and the exhale breath have the same length. And as we create the same length in the inhale breath and the exhale breath, we also create a sense of balance. So I balance the air that comes in together as I balance the air that comes out. And then we begin to notice that there's a balanced rhythm that's going on. This balanced rhythm makes our whole system function as one. That's when your heart rate, your circulation, your digestion begin to come together. They beat at the same rate. And we're going to try and keep this coherent breathing where the inhale and the exhale breath have the same length. But we're just going to add a little constriction in the back of the throat, just to create our activation in our Jalandhara Bandha, in our lock, allowing that prana, that life force, that energy to be redirected all the way back towards the center of the body, towards the base of the spine, and back up. And then we create almost as if we're creating a wheel of energy in the center of the body. A wheel of life force, of prana. As we breathe in, this prana rises towards the center, towards the throat. And as we breathe out, creating Jalandhara Bandha, we reverse prana down towards the base. And back up. And exhale, Ujjayi. And the Ujjayi breathing is the victorious breath. It allows us to really find a sense of focus, more concentration, circulation in the body, presence, heat in the body. And that's the breath we're going to try and use throughout our whole practice. And we slowly begin to open the eyes. We recognize our space. And let's just take a few circular movements with our neck. Just be mindful. Take it easy and slow. Take 3 rounds on one side. And then take 3 rounds on the other side. And then we come back to center. We keep the movement going with the spine. We round the spine. And then we open up. Yes, 3 rounds here. And whenever you finish your 3rd round, then you change directions. We come back to center, just round back, cat-cow. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. One more. Breathe in and out. And then we come back to neutral. Just circle your hands up and over your head. Breathing in, hold on to your forearms, your elbows. Yes. Lengthen the spine as you breathe in and out. Activate the pelvic floor. Suck the belly in towards the spine. Inhale. And exhale. Now, right elbow points over to the right. We're going to do circular movements here. Circle forward. Keep your elbows rolling back. Roll over to the left. Yes. Open up. 2. And 3. Just creating a little bit more load, and then we change directions. 1, 2, and 3. And we come back up. We rise, breathing in. We take a twist to the left. Right hand, left knee, left hand behind you. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. One more. And exhale, press the left knee down. Rise into the left arm, breathing in. Exhale over the head. Inhale here. And exhale here. One more. Exhale. Okay. Left hand lowers towards the right knee. Squeeze the elbows towards one another, round the spine, chin to chest. Breathe in. And exhale, chest forward, shoulders back. Keep the left hand onto your right leg. Right hand rises up high. Breathe in. Exhale over your head first. Yes. Open up. And exhale. One more. Exhale. Now right hand goes all the way behind you as you lengthen the spine. Lengthen. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. And exhale, twist. Just one last breath in. And out. We rise both hands up high, breathing in. And exhale, just let your hands lower down. Yeah, we're going to roll onto our knees. Seated cat-cow here. Regular cat-cow, hands right under your shoulders, knees right under your hips, round the spine as you breathe in. Exhale, kick the booty back, drop the belly, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, round. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale, round. Exhale. 1 more. And exhale. Then we're going to do circular movements. Round, circular. Yeah, let's take 3, and you can move the neck as well if you'd like. And then we change directions. 2 and 3. Beautiful. Now from here, free flow. So I want you to move freely and do whatever type of movement you feel like you need. So you can send the booty back, you can round forward, let your hips lower. You can roll from one side, roll from another. Let the hips sink. Just find your way of expressing and understanding what your body's telling you and how it wants to move. And then wherever it is that you are, take child's pose, and we're going to take 3 undulations here. Press the booty back towards the heels. Inhale, round forward. And exhale, lower the hips. Open your shoulders up. Chest forward, shoulders back. And then exhale, press the hands. Child's pose. You can flex the toes if you'd like right away. Round forward. Exhale, lower the hips. Open up as you breathe in. And exhale, child's pose. Inhale as we round forward. Exhale, lower the hips, open up, breathing in. And exhale, child's pose. Now, while you're in child's pose, if your feet are flexed, if they're not flexed, flex them. From here, just slide your left hand a bit closer as you bring your left heel down onto the floor. The left foot down onto the floor, left knee points up high. Yeah, now stretch your arms forward. And this is where you're going to start doing some free flow movements. So you can lean forward and back. Just keep that left leg open, almost as if you're in a warrior's base. Send the hip back and forward. You can lean forward as well and kick the booty back just to really notice, ooh, what's going on? How is my breath finding some spaces? How is my breath noticing what's going on? How is my breath letting me resist and stay? And how is my breath releasing any tension? Yes. Beautiful. We're just going to come back and bring our left knee down. Now send the booty back to the heel. Lift the right knee, press your right heel down, and take your free flow movements here. There's no right or wrong. It's just like the beginning of practice. First, we create a sense of identification. What's going on in my body? What does it look like? What is it doing? Okay, I understand. Now, I'm going to move through it to notice where is there any tension, any type of blockages, where needs movement. And then I'm going to let my breath guide me to find space and to release. Beautiful. And then I come back, Neutral as I bring my knees down, open my knees out, bring my heels together and take child's pose. Now let your spine really drop forward, fold forward, feel into the hips, breathe, breathe, and breathe. And we're going to look forward and we're going to sniff onto our mat and come into cobra. From cobra, child's pose, and we're going to do that 3 times. We look forward, squeeze the elbows in. We sniff into cobra, breathing in. Yeah, and then we exhale, child's pose, and right away, we sniff into cobra. And then exhale, child's pose. Yes, one more time. We look forward. We sniff into cobra. And then child's pose. This time we sniff all the way forward. We slide forward and we lay onto our belly and we find Shalabhasana. Hands next to the body. Squeeze your feet together. Open up, breathing in. And exhale, lower. We breathe in and rise. And exhale, lower. We breathe in and rise. We exhale, lower. Just one more. We breathe in and rise. We exhale, lower. Now we bend the knees. We grab the ankles 3 times. Kick the foot into the hand into the foot. Inhale, squeeze the thighs together. Rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Release. Hands next to the side of the body. Press the hands down. Press the balls of the feet down. Lengthen the arms. Rise up into up dog, breathing in. And exhale, down dog. Breathe out. Once you find down dog, walk your dog. Bend one knee at a time. Send one heel at a time towards the floor. Okay, let's take one undulation from here. So lift the heels, round forward, shoulders align with your wrists. Lower the hip as you exhale, adjust the shoulders, breathe in. Exhale, chin to chest, and we go all the way back into down dog. And we inhale, lift the heels, round forward. Exhale, lower the hips, open up into your chest, shoulders back. Breathe in. And exhale, down dog. Right away, lift the heels, round forward. Exhale, lower. Open up as you breathe in. And exhale, down dog. Then right away, lift your right leg up high, open your hip. Yes, and let's take 3 circular movements. So lots of mobility today, trying to really work through our joints. They take 3 circular movements and then change directions. Whatever direction you're going, it doesn't matter, just take 3. On your 4th, circle that right knee into your chest and step your right foot in between your hands. Yes, the back knee lowers. Sink the hip. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hold on to your opposite elbows here. Project your chest forward, engage your glutes. Inhale, rise your hands. Exhale, place the hands down onto the floor. Lift the back knee and place the back heel down onto the floor. Yeah. Now your right hand can stay outside your right leg, inside your right leg, or it can come on top of your right thigh. We're going to find that nice angle, extended side angle here. So circle the left hand up and over your head, finding an angle from the back heel towards the tips of the fingers. Take one breath in and one breath out. One more. And one breath out. Okay, now from here, left hand lowers. Now we're going to switch. Lift the back heel, right hand rises. Breathe in and out. One more breath in. Exhale, lower that right hand, slide your right leg back, and you can take your chaturanga of choice here. Up dog as you breathe in, down dog as you breathe out. Lift the left leg, bend your knee, open your hip. Circular movements with that hip. 1, 2, 3. And then let's switch. 1, 2, 3. Then on our 4th, we tuck that left knee in and step the left foot forward. Right knee comes down. Sink the hip, circle the hands up and over. Hold on to your opposite elbows. Take one breath in. Exhale, sink. Beautiful. One breath in, hands rise up. Exhale, hands come down. Take the back knee off of the floor, back heel comes down. Left hand can go outside, inside, or on top your left quad. Right hand circles up and over. Press that back heel down, open that right hip, and find that angle. Breathe in and out. One more. And exhale, release. We place the right hand down. We lift the back heel. We circle the left hand up high. So now our hips are neutral. Breathe in and out. One more breath in. Exhale, step the left hand down and step the left foot back. Take your chaturanga. Up dog as you breathe in. Down dog. Breathe out. Lift the right leg, breathe in. Exhale, step the right foot in between the hands. High lunge, inhale, rise. Yes, stabilize. Exhale, hold on to the opposite elbow. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the thighs. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back heel comes down. Warrior 2. We inhale here. We exhale, we take that extended side angle. Inhale, left hand circles down, up and over. Exhale here. One more breath in. Exhale, left hand starts to lower down. Okay, lift the back heel. Now we're going to roll onto the outer edge of our left foot. Yeah, so our left hip is going to start sinking down. Our right foot, we can walk that right foot kind of like towards our hip, not completely, but we're pointing the right toes out, just like we did in the beginning, opening the hip. Yeah, and you can press here, your hand towards your right knee, and just don't let the hip collapse completely. Press that left hand onto the floor, left shoulder away from your ear, right hand rises, push. Push the left hand down, rise in the hip, press the right foot down, breathe in. And exhale now, just let the hip sink all the way down. Now get that nice stretch on the left side of your rib cage. Stretch that right hand back towards the left leg. Push the left hand against the floor, trying to keep your left shoulder away and to get that nice deep stretch into the left side body. Breathe in and out. Okay, so we're going to rise into the hip here. So push the foot, push the hand, lift the hip. As you rise the hip, breathing in, keep circling, pointing forward. And we're going to start walking all the way to the back of our mat into an easy twist. So hips are neutral, left hand rises up high. Breathe in and out. One more breath in. Exhale, left hand lowers onto the floor and we slide that left foot back and take chaturanga. We're facing the back of the mat. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right away, lift the left leg up high as you breathe in. Exhale, step that left foot in between the hands. Inhale as you rise, high lunge. Open up towards the shoulders. Exhale here. Inhale, rise the hands. Exhale, back heel comes down. We find warrior two. Warrior two, yeah. Breathe in here. Breathe out. Here we're going to bring our left hand towards our left quad. Right hand lowers, up and down. Breathe in and out. One more breath in and out. Right hand lowers. Here we go. Lift the back heel, and then we're going to start rolling onto the outer edge of our right foot. Our right hip is going to start pointing down. We're going to roll our left foot out to the side, maybe even walk the left foot lower a bit. Push the right hand down. Lift the hip. Rise into the left hand. Maybe over your head. Don't let the hip collapse. Get that nice stretch in the left side body. Breathe in and out. One more. Exhale, lower the hip completely. Yeah, as you lower the hip here, try and push the floor away with your right hand. Yeah, to really get a nice side body stretch. Breathe in and out. And we're going to go up. Inhale, rise, transition towards the center. Point your toes inwards, heels out. Inhale as we halfway lift. And exhale as we fold forward. And we hold on to our opposite elbows here. We breathe in. And we breathe out. We breathe in. And out. One more. And out. And we look forward, we lengthen. We look towards the front of the mat. Yeah, and then we're just going to step forward and fold forward. Inhale as we halfway lift. And exhale as we fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine and rise all the way up. And exhale, hands into your heart center. Let's take one vinyasa, one Surya Namaskar. Inhale, up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, bend the knees, step back and take your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right leg rises, breathe in. Exhale, step. Left knee lowers. Inhale, rise, hands up high. Exhale, sink the hips, hold on to your opposite elbows. One breath, one movement. We rise up, breathe in. Yes, and we breathe out. We lengthen the hands, breathing in. Exhale, warrior two. We inhale. And we exhale, start coming into our Utthita Parsvakonasana. We inhale, circle the left hand up high. We exhale here. We take one breath in. Exhale, left hand lowers. We start rolling onto the outer edge of our left foot. Right hand rises. Open that right hip out. We breathe in here. We exhale, we lower the hip. Push the floor away, rise the hip as we breathe in. Circle the right hand up and over. We're going to start transitioning all the way to the back of the mat. Easy twist, left hand rises. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, let's roll on to the outer edge of our right foot. Find that side plank variation with your left foot in front of you. We breathe in. And we exhale here. One more breath in. Exhale, lower the hip. We inhale as we rise up. We transition all the way towards the center. We inhale, halfway lift. And we exhale, fold forward. We inhale, halfway lift. We exhale, fold forward. One more. We inhale, halfway lift. And we exhale, fold forward. And we start walking our hands over to the front of the mat. We breathe in. We exhale, step forward. We look up, breathing in. We exhale, fold forward. We inhale, rise all the way up. Right away, we lower. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale as we halfway lift, look up. Exhale as we bend the knees, step back and take your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg rises, breathe in. Exhale, step forward, left knee lowers. Inhale, hands come up. Hold your opposite elbows. Exhale, sink the hips. Inhale as we rise here. Keep onto those elbows. Exhale. Hands rise up high as we breathe in. Exhale, warrior two. We breathe in here. We exhale, start finding our Utthita Parsvakonasana. Right hand lowers and rises as we breathe in and out. One more breath in. Right hand lowers onto the floor. We find that side plank variation. Left hand rises up high. Breathe in. Exhale, lower the hip. Inhale as we rise, transition up, and we transition all the way to the back of the mat into an easy twist. Right hand rises, breathing in. Exhale here. Find that side plank variation. Roll onto the outer edge, breathe in. Exhale, lower the hip. Yes. Inhale as we rise up high. Circle the right hand over, and then let's transition towards the center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hold on to your big toes, point your elbows out, and lower. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. One more. And exhale, lower. Inhale as we look up. Walk your hands towards the front of the mat. Point your left toes forward. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale as we halfway lift. Exhale as we fold forward. Inhale as we rise up, all the way up. And exhale, we fold forward. Inhale as we halfway lift. Now lift the right leg back and just step your right foot just a meter distance apart. Send your right heel down. Yes, so we're going to find this pyramid pose here. Keep your hips neutral. Inhale, hands can come onto your hips as you press the hips back and lengthen the spine. And you can stretch your arms forward. Maybe even hold on to opposite elbows over your head like we've been doing throughout the whole practice. Find stability, don't lock that front knee. Breathe, adjust, feel the hamstring, adjust the hips. Breathe in and out. One more breath in. And exhale, press the feet down as you rise into the spine, lengthen. And exhale, step forward, release the hands. Here we go. Inhale, hands rise. Exhale as we fold forward. Inhale as we halfway lift, lengthen the left leg back and step 1 meter. Yes, adjust the hip here. Right hip back, left hip forward. Don't lock that front knee. Bring the hands onto your hip as you push the hips back and lengthen the spine. Yeah, option number 1 is to stay here. Number 2, rise the hands over the head. Option number 3, hold on to that opposite elbows over your head. Find length in the spine. Don't lock that front knee. Keep pressing the feet down. One more breath in and out. Inhale as we rise. Woo! And exhale, step forward, release the hands. Inhale, hands rise up high. Exhale as we fold forward. Inhale as we lengthen. Exhale, we bring the hands down onto the floor, step back, and take our chaturanga. Inhale, up, dog. Exhale, child's pose. Take a breath here. Come back to the rhythm. Breathing in and out. Okay, right hand is going to circle towards the right leg. Left hand circles in front of you as you begin to send the hip up high. You can open the legs, hips distance apart. Just send your hip forward. And then we lower and we change directions. Left hand, left heel, and right hand circles as you lift the hip. And we come back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. One more on each side. Inhale, rise. Lower. Last one, we breathe in. And we lower. And we come back into that child's pose. Let's unroll and take our full camel pose. Unroll, come up, hold on to your lower back, press the hips forward, shoulders back, breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. Lengthen the spine as we breathe in. And exhale, we come to sit. Circle your legs in front of you. Bring your knees in front of you. Hug the knees, just round the spine. Inhale, lengthen. Let's grab our left hand under left leg. Grab your right ankle. Right hand grabs your left. Matsyendrasana, getting a nice twist here. Press the hips down, hug the left knee with the right hand, lengthen the spine, press that left hip down, and look over your left shoulder. We come back to center. Circle that left leg back. Now attention here, okay? You can use your hands. You're going to send your hips forward. Yeah. Yeah, now we're going to play with moving the legs. Yes. Place the hands down and we're just going to switch sides. Beautiful, Margot. Now right leg circles over. Right booty down. Take that beautiful twist. Press that right hip down, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Lengthen. And exhale, twist. Now from here, we come back to center. We just release the right leg, release the left leg. We're in the middle. Let's take, yes, this nice split. Upavista Konasana, lengthen. And exhale, just fold forward. Yeah, very stiff. Lengthen. And exhale, fold forward. Lengthen. And exhale, fold forward. Let's lengthen here. Just because we're so stiff, right leg comes in. Now shift your upper body towards your left leg, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. One more. And fold forward. And we come back up and let's just switch sides. Lengthen the spine, twist it over to the right, breathe in. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. One more. And exhale, fold forward. And we rise. Bring your feet together, Baddha Konasana. Open up as you breathe in. Let the knees draw out to the sides. And exhale, fold forward. And let's take a few pulsations here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold forward. We begin to unroll, 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 unroll. Hold on to your knees. Bring the knees in. Yes. And let's lower down. Take your Navasana of choice. Pick whatever variation suits you best. And just slowly lower on the exhale. All the way down. Woo! Once you're down, just hug the knees into the chest, just to get some extra moving around in that spine, releasing any rest of tension you find. Let it rock over to the left and to the right. We come back to center, bring the feet together, and just slowly let gravity press the knees down against the floor. Feel the opening of the hips. And then we're just going to slide the feet out to the outer edges of the mat. The toes point out. The palms of the hands point up as they rest next to the side of the body, next to the hips. Adjust the shoulders if you feel you need more space. And just tune in to all of the sensations that arise. Noticing what and how your body communicates, what it's telling you, all the spaces it's found, all the moments of integration, all the moments of identification. In our final pose, Shavasana.